Hello and welcome. I'm Kalpana Singhal, founder and chief editor, CXO TV, our flagship brand of Tech Plus Media Group. And today we have with us a very special guest, Mr. Mukund Shastri, Group Vice President and Chief Data Science Officer, Comviva Technologies, for this very interesting fireside chat on driving the business value of data and analytics. A very warm welcome to you, Mukund.
Thanks, Varun. Thanks for inviting me for the discussion.
Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so Mukund, you have over 27 years of in-depth experience in data analytics and AI domain. So what are your three things which excite you the most in this domain?
Yeah, so AI and analytics have been traditionally there in the commercial space for quite long, especially the analytics part of it. It has been always evolving, as I could see over the period of a couple of decades. So, what are the three things that excite me more is this is an evolving domain because in this domain we have seen the technologies have come and gone. The domain has got productized. The data warehouse and BI area, which was originally service oriented, now has become more productized. And same is the case with AI that is happening. The AI, which is currently being done with the help of the programs created by the data scientists, is getting commoditized or productized. And you will shortly find the tools and technologies which can give you automated AI models or programs. So that's where it is an evolving domain. That is one of the things that excites me more. The second part is it is aimed for supporting the business. Business is key for any organization. The business teams are key, the CXOs and CEOs and CMOs level. And for the decision making, the day-to-day data is to be consolidated at one place. It is to be put in front of them in an understandable format so that they can make a decisions. So this is important. The BI and AI domain is helping the businesses day in and day out now in order to make their decision. The third part that excites me more is these are more mission critical now. So for a business, daily early morning at 8 o'clock, when they come to the office, they need to see what happened yesterday. And that can be done with the help of an analytics technology, which makes them available all the data, all the business outlook that happened yesterday, last 1 week, last 1 month, and compared to the last 1 year at the same time, what happened, etc. So all that is to be available for business at the start of the business hour. Hence, it's becoming mission critical. And that is where I see these are the three exciting things in the AI and BI domain, that it is becoming more pervasive, it is ever evolving, and it is supporting the business for critical decision making.
So what are the challenges your customers are facing in this digital transformation initiatives?
Yeah, so as we know that digital transformation is making more, or it is actually helping the customers and their data to the larger extent to be used by the enterprises or by the organization. So what is happening is the customers are trying to access the services provided by the operator, by the enterprises via digital media, and hence there is a flourishment of data that is happening from multiple digital channels coming to the enterprises. And the challenges which our customers are facing right now is how do I integrate this data coming from various sources, various channels, and data in different form. The data is not just structured now; it is unstructured data, a chart data, comment data, the data that is coming from web pages, the data that is coming from apps. So much of data is coming in. How do I integrate all that data together with my internal data? For example, as a telco, if you see, telco has the data around customer, which is around the telephone number. But there is something this customer is doing outside in the social media. He's making comment on the products of the telco operator, for example. So those comments are attached to a social ID. How do I integrate that social ID with the customer's telephone number inside? Is a key. Those kind of challenges are being faced by the telco operators or the enterprises. Similarly, delivering the data to the customer at a very fast pace. For example, some customer is accessing and asking for some information via an app. How do I deliver the response to him within a fraction of a second? And in the context of what he's wanting. For example, a customer is trying to search for a product. For that product and associated products, can I make it available on his screen, on his digital touch point at the same time within a fraction of a second? So time also is the time of delivery is a challenge that has been faced by the telco operators or by the enterprises to their end customers. And the third part is when a customer's customer or a enterprise's customer is trying to take some action on a digital media, you need to know what context he is taking that action on. Whether he's doing a recharge, whether he's trying to ask for a balance, whether he's trying to do some transaction on a banking account, right? Whether he's looking for some kind of product in case of banking, the loan kind of product. So these kind of contexts are to be known within a fraction of a second, and the relevant offers, the presentations of the offers or campaigns are to be sent to this customer in the fraction of a moment. So that's where the challenges the operators, the enterprises are facing in the context of digital transformation, basically.
So that's the challenges you mean to say the whole industry is facing. And so is there any strategy that you would like to suggest meeting these challenges?
Yes. So these are the challenges which are from the digital transformation perspective. And for that, what matters is am I using the high-end technology like AI or analytics, and that too in a fraction of a second, which can give a response to. So these are the strategies around these should be, am I using the products which are able to identify the context of the customer's action? So I need the products and solutions which are more AI driven, which can identify the context of the customer's action. That's on the application side. On the AI side, the second part is, how do I automate the digital channel integration? The customers who are accessing via a digital channel, how do I get the information from the digital channel at a faster pace and quickly? Do I need to have certain kind of digital channel integration gateways? Those kind of products usage is to be increased. So one point that I talked about is the use of AI in order to identify the customer's context. Second point is, on the system side, can I improve the systems, right, which can do the automated integration of the digital channel? And third and last and most important part that I would say is, you need to develop a customer's persona, 360-degree persona beforehand about every customer in your database, in your data lake. That's the third strategy that I would suggest for digital transformation. And what is this customer persona about? Earlier days, we used to have customer 360-degree view. Everything what the customer has done, his demographics, his behavior, etc. The new generation customer persona is not just customer's 360-degree view about what he has done, but what he is going to do. So it is to be AI-driven customer person. At the same time, you need to know the customer's interest from external channel of information, like whether he's a frequent traveler, whether using the apps like Make My Trip, whether he's a foodie customer, whether he orders a lot of food via Swiggy app. So which channels he prefers, right? Which sub channels under an app he is preferring, whether he's a Facebook user, whether he's some other app user. So from that perspective, you can identify preferences of the customer, and how this will help for the digital transformation process is, it can first of all accelerate the overall process of digital transformation. The second part is to make decisions around that customer. This 360-degree customer's persona can give the context of what offers to make to this customer, what he likes, what should I send to him at this moment. So all these three things which I talked about can help out in order to make the digital transformation accelerated.
Yeah, sure. So it's majorly the AI technology which can actually help. But talking about the same, like organizations are investing heavily to become more data driven, like you also said. So, however, only a few businesses successfully scale analytics to get value from their data. So, what are the challenges which restrict organizations to become more data driven?
So for the organization to become more data-driven, couple of challenges is the tools and technologies which are licensed tools and technologies on the BI and AI side, which cost more. As a result, they can't make AI and BI pervasive across the organization. Suppose an organization has, let's say, a team strength of 2,000 people. They cannot have AI and BI to be available for all 2,000 people. So we need to have low-cost tools and technologies on AI and BI, which are more predominantly developed by the startup kind of ecosystem, which are developed from the open source systems, that needs to be made useful across the organization. That is on the technology side. How do we address that? The second part is, we need to increase the adoption of analytics. We want to make, or we should make analytics pervasive to be used by each of the user across all departments. So more of a training around analytics to be conducted across the organization, how to use it, how to make it simplistic. And the third part is for the people to use data more, right? In an organization, we need to have centralized storage of data. That is nothing but a data lake or data warehouse, which should have the data stored as a single source of truth, so that people will start trusting that data. And to make the data trustworthy, what we need is the proper data governance tool, team and teams around it, which is also called as data stewardship. So we need to have the team of people which can govern the data regularly in the centralized data storage like data lake and data warehouse, so that people will believe on this data and they will use it. So in summary, for making the organization more data driven, we need to address the tools, technology, their cost of ownership. How do I make the low cost tools and technology? How do I use those? How do I make it pervasive by spreading the training and awareness around these tools and technologies? And the third part is using the centralized storage of data as a single version of truth across the organization.
Yeah, absolutely. So, according to you, how organizations can identify the right tools and technologies and the right set of technology partners to drive their data intelligence projects at a low cost?
So from that perspective, before actually investing in this particular tools and technology, the organization need to set up the center of excellence for analytics and AI, a team of one or two people who can first investigate what that exists in the market, right? And which are the best available tools, which are the low cost tools. So that analysis and evaluation is to be done. So first of all, the recommendation is to have analytics center of excellence in the organization in order to make this data driven decision making part of life. So you need to have the center of excellence. With the help of center of excellence, they can identify the tools and technology, and also there are a lot of tools technology available on the standard cloud platforms like AWS or Microsoft, Azure or Oracle. So those could be utilized at the subscription-based cost, right? So that is something they have to see and evaluate whether from the data sensitivity, data security perspective, is that acceptable for them to use these tools and technology available at low cost. At the same time, they have to evaluate the startup ecosystem, right, in India and abroad, the whether these are providing some kind of low cost of tool. For example, Comviva has developed a tool for telco marketing business, which is only for AI, and it can create a AI rapidly for the operator at a low investment of data scientists. So this kind of startup ecosystem also to be evaluated by the Center of Excellence, and then a decision is to be taken which tool they should invest on. So that is something the I think I would suggest from the strategy perspective for making the use or deriving the value from data analytics, basically.
Yeah, sure. So, what according to you is the strategy to drive the business value of data and analytics, and how can businesses transform structured and unstructured data from different sources into a trusted and unified view, as well as enable employees to have the tools and power to solve their own questions and discover insights faster?
Yeah. So everybody, so for the structured and unstructured data, everybody does not know big data. So big data should be made as a layer inside organization as a data lake, which can convert the unstructured data to structured form. Because when people or the business teams or the users have to use the data, they need it in a structured form so that the queries can run on top of it. So the unstructured data from the external part of the organization, from the social, the comments information, the chatbot information, maybe the information from emails, external emails, internal emails. So all that information is unstructured form, and the structured form data is the organization internal data. All these together are to be integrated to in the big data lake. And big data lake is a platform which can easily convert the unstructured data to a structured form, integrate it with the internal data, and make it available in a layer of abstraction. That is something if is looking for reporting or a customer, it should be available at the customer, product, services, right? The behavior level, so that the teams, the users can use this information. So in summary, for transforming the data from structured and unstructured to a understandable form, we need to have the big data lake to be available and data to be integrated at one place, and tools and technologies like the BI tools, Tableau or ClickSense or Power BI could be integrated with this big data lake and create an abstraction layer on top of it so that people can use this data very easily with the help of these tools.
So, which are the industries, according to you, which are having the best use cases for this technology?
Best use cases for this big data, AI and BI. This is actually proven across all the industries. And what we see where there is a larger data set, there definitely big data lake has been in place. For example, in the banking industry, in the telecom industry, we see that in the retail or e-commerce industry, big data lake is already in place. And on top of that, if you refer to telecom, they started using AI from last 5 years. More than last 5 years. So AI and BI has been there. For example, the larger operators where I worked in Reliance Infocom, acquired in 2002 or something, they had developed a centralized data warehouse and analytics system, right? So and the data warehouse around it. So it was already in place. So what I could see is across the different large data scale industry or domains, these technologies are already in use, and now they are going for the next generation. For example, telecom is going for IoT and use of IoT. They are taking out the IoT devices like cameras or motion detection at the houses of the people, right? To increase the business from this channel. So that is where we are seeing that the new generation technologies, AI, big data, and analytics are being used by the large scale data creators like banking, retail, e-commerce, and telcos.
So, what about media and entertainment? Are you finding some kind of traction happening there also?
Yes, media and entertainment and content management. This is definitely an area where you see a lot of data, and media entertainment is now getting digitized. Right? Earlier, the newspaper very few read, but the next generation media and entertainment is more digitized. And for that, we need to know what kind of contents the people are preferring to. Right?
Yeah.
The video content, the audio content, the movies, the music. Right? Which kind of music? So from that perspective, also in the media and entertainment industry, we need AI-driven content management. Right? And that is where it can help out to increase the audience there and increase the customer experience there. So these technologies would help there. At the same time, big data, because media and entertainment also has large set of data, the contents of today and the contents of yesterday. Historical data is too much. And in order to give a more analytical insight of what kind of contents could help the customers more, you need larger data storage for media and entertainment also. So it could help in that sector as well.
Yeah. So I think media and entertainment is also finding it quite challenging to understand, to get the, to capture the user information. And of course, after the GDPR, though it's yet to be incorporated in India, but soon you will be seeing here the same policies been executed. So when it comes to capturing the user information, what kind of tools and technologies would you like to suggest?
So in order to capture the tools, the information around a customer or a user, yeah, definitely the first of all, the security management is the key. What kind of data around the customer is the privacy data. So that needs to be identified in before it is actually stored and utilized and published. So you need a stronger security management system and data sensitivity system in place, and which could be done with the help of the big data tools. And also, if you are using cloud, then on the cloud, when you put the data around the customer, and then you need to have the layer of data masking, identifying the right set of sensitive information and masking that so that it is not prevalent or directly available for the end use. So data security and data sensitivity identification is a key. And from this perspective, there are tools available from the larger operators like IBM and Oracle, which can help out the ETL tools and data profiling tools and data cleansing and standardizing tools, which can help out, in order to manage the data security and sensitivity.
Yeah, sure. So trustworthy and democratized data is the foundation of AI-driven decisions. So where do
Yeah.
we stand in utilizing AI in our data-driven decision-making journey?
Yeah, so basically, what we see, if you refer to Gartner's Magic Quadrant, the AI-driven decision making has already gone into the curve of maturity, right? And especially what I have seen in the telco sector, they started using AI quite a long time before, and now it has gone to the level of maturity that it is being used by many parts of the telco sector, especially the marketing, the network, right, and the services area. So the AI has matured in some industries, and in some industries, like we'll see also in the banking sector, the AI has already been utilized. You will see that when you log into a web portal of a bank or a banker, you will have next best offer. Suppose you are a savings account holder, and you will see an offer popping up for you for a loan or an insurance. How is that happening? There is an AI running at the back end, which can identify what are the needs of this customer. What does this customer currently has and what he does not have. So accordingly, the offers are being proposed. So there is a maturity of AI that we see in the banking, retail, in the telecom sector, in the e-commerce sector as well. Because when you go to an Amazon website or a Netflix, it recommends you the movies, right?
Yeah.
It recommends you the next best product. Suppose you are buying a laptop, it suggests you something like, okay, you can buy the laptop bag also. There is a AI already running there at the back end. In short, so the AI-driven decision making has become prevalent in some part of the industry. It has gone to the maturity curve, and Gartner says it is now it has reached to the plateau, and it will be used more and more in the years to come, in the next 2 to 5 years time.
Okay. So please talk about your technology initiatives to drive digital transformation and data-driven decision-making inside your organization and to drive customer experience.
Yeah, so my organization, Comviva Technologies, is part of Tech Mahindra Group. And Comviva is a product company inside Tech Mahindra. It's focused on telecom and financial products. They hired me in 6 years before from Ericsson to set up their center of excellence. So one of the strategy Comviva has adopted is they had a lot of products on telco value-added services and finance. Uh, they wanted to make these AI-driven, analytics-driven. So they set up a center of excellence, and I helped them out in order to set up the center of excellence for AI and analytics, which where we have defined charters and roadmaps for the different products of the company. And many products have now been AI-driven. There are more than 20 plus products the company has. They are AI-driven. Many AI use cases are being utilized. For example, there are marketing products, and there are 4 products around it, where they have MRT with mobility real-time marketing campaign engine, where exhaustive set of AI use cases are being now put in and they're sold to the customers, and they are rolled out to multiple customers across the globe. So the strategy my organization followed is start at the center of excellence, implement AI and analytics across the different products, take those products to the market, get the responses from the market, and make the incremental changes into these products. And also, the organization focused on how do we make AI pervasive for these telco operators, especially we focused on. So we have developed a tool. My team has developed a tool called as Mobility's AI X. AI X, X is nothing but AI raised to the power X, which is AI experience multiplier product, where for the marketing, it can create the AI solutions or models at a click of a button automatically. So it is an automatic AI. It's not just an AI. It's an automatic AI which can help out to create AI without a data scientist. So it is naturally going to help the telco operators for making their digital transformation and AI faster or accelerated. The second part is in Comviva, we have actually developed the ready-built solutions around AI for customer journey management, whether it is acquiring a customer, whether it is cross-selling and upselling for the customer, whether it is retention and loyalty management of the customer. So on all these parts of customer lifecycle or customer journey, different set of AI solutions are developed, and those are recognized by the operators or telcos and enterprises to be the quick starter for their AI journey. So that's where we are in Comviva from the digital transformation perspective. At the same time, there are many other products than AI also in Comviva, which are digitally transformed. That means their channels related to digital are embedded into these products so that more and more digital data can come to these products, and then that could be utilized for better, services or outputs or features from these products, basically.
Yeah. So all these technologies that you're talking about are built by Comviva itself, or some of them have been outsourced. Yeah.
So they are homegrown by Comviva. So we have created it onto the open source technologies like Python, Java, etc. We have put our data scientists in order to create these products, and we have first understood what the industry needs and where they have the problems on, especially rapid AI building and the solution availability, how they can decrease the lead time for or go-to-market time for AI and BI implementation. So those we have understood accordingly. These solutions are developed.
Fantastic. Okay. So according to you, what are the three most influential technologies which will see large adoption in your organization over the next 12 to 24 months?
So yes, from the digital transformation perspective, we are seeing that AI is, of course, the use of AI is growing a lot. Along with that, the use of IoT is growing across. IoT, visual IoT in their help with the help of the cameras being become more prevalent across the households, right? And for security purpose across the public sector also. So IoT, in the IoT, there are sensors which are being utilized in manufacturing, the thermal sensors, the sensors around audio and video. So those are getting prevalent. So IoT and analytics around IoT is going to grow. And the third, but last but not least, is the blockchain or metaverse, where we see the internet technology being replaced with the more secure blockchain technology in the future to come. I would also like to add one more thing, which is cloud, because from digital transformation perspective, cloud is a key player in order to make available different tools and technologies at low cost. Cloud is going to help out. At the same time, storing such large set of data at low cost, cloud is going to help out. So cloud is going to evolve and get pervasive in the digital transformation era rather, as the time goes in the next 12 to 24 months, basically.
So last but not least, would you like to share any of the case study kind of, wherein of your customer that, okay, they got some really, executed the data technology executed, and then it was a successful project?
Yes. So we have we have done few projects and large programs, like 3-year programs for the telco operators. We have Ooredoo group company in Kuwait for that telco operator. The deployment of 41 AI models we have done, along with the campaign management system. And here the results have been predominant. There has been 4.5 to 5% increase in the offer uptake rate. The churnability of the customers have decreased by 25%. That is the churnability, which we could achieve with the AI-driven solution. Another operator in Indonesia, where there has been incremental revenue that has been gained around 10% plus with the help of AI-driven decision making. That is something that we could achieve. And the retention rate of the customer has increased by 30%, just with the help of few AI models, around 13, 14 AI models which have been implemented. And few more case studies are in progress in Africa and others, where we are achieving good results.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mukund, for sharing great insights, and I'm sure our CXO TV audience finds it interesting too, with a lot of takeaways. And it was a complete pleasure interacting with you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time and opportunity.
Yeah. So with this, I want to thank everyone for joining us. To watch more such interesting videos, please log on to www.cxotv.news. And please stay tuned to our social media channels. Stay safe and take care.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.